SARNO here in the south of Italy, this spectacular, this world-famous racetrack. Host venue for this, the third final deciding round of the WSK Euro Series. Here this afternoon, in just a moment, we will race the OK final. As ever, it will be spectacular, even if the championship is virtually already decided. More of that in a moment. Before we get to the on-track action, before we get to the 17-lap final, let's check out some of the highlights from a fantastic week here in the sunshine in the south of Italy at Circuito Internazionale Napoli, simply known as SARNO. Nicolas Zolov, 237, the Bulgarian for the Spanish DPK racing team. He took pole position in Friday qualifying, a time of 53.411, faster than even the KZ karts here at SARNO. Arvid Lindblad, 204. He's virtually got one hand already on the trophy. He starts on the second row of the grid for the final. It's been a difficult week for some. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the reigning champion in the WSK Euro Series, missed a round, so can't take the championship. Martini Ascensone, the Norwegian, following in the footsteps of the great Dennis Hauger, who won this and many other WSK titles in the past few years before going on to race FIA F3. The Red Bull Junior, that is the benchmark for Martini Ascensone, who will line up on the fifth row of the grid in just a moment. On a beautiful summer's day here in the south of Italy, the breeze has picked up, the karts are on the grid, and we are ready to race the third final title deciding round of the 2021 WSK Euro Series. Great to have your company wherever you are watching us all around the world. This world famous circuit on the outskirts of the Bay of Naples in the south of Italy. The championship, which dates back to 2010, the WSK Euro Series, and includes the likes of the great Marco Ardigo, Lando Norris, Max Verstappen, Joret Pex, Alex Palau, recent IndyCar winner, Nick de Vries, of course, among others, including the likes of Rick Dresen, Joel Johansson as former champions. Charles Leclerc, he actually won the KF2 category, non-gearbox, in 2012 for the Art Grand Prix team. Of course, Lorenzo Travisanuto, he also won 2019, this very championship, the WSK Euro Series, and Kimi, who can't take the title, but can take the race win just a year ago. The Italian Il Bolognese, to the right of your screen, last minute instructions from his mechanic Pablo Dominguez, who's been with him for the past couple of seasons at Kart Republic. Payars, first and second on the grid, and then the green team attack. Tuka Tappinen, the Finn, in the Tony Kart. Speaking of super mechanics, Mansell Smith about to push his young charger into life from the second row of the grid, which also includes the Red Bull Junior, Arvid Lindblad, who would need a catastrophic final to lose the championship. We believe he's already taken the title, to be honest, as soon as he crosses the line in a few moments' time. The OK final, it is a beautiful summer's day here in the south of Italy. We welcome you to one of the most famous race circuits in the world at the foot of the still active volcano that is Mount Vesuvius. It last erupted right in the middle of World War II, would you believe, in 1944, as if the locals didn't have enough to worry about with the invasion from the north. Vesuvius decided to join in the action, and lava spewed from the sky along with smoke and ash. It has settled down since, despite a slight scare in the late 1970s. The action on track, it will erupt here today. Yep, there's the cliche again. It will be white hot. Sorry. As the cars are pushed into life. This is the WSK Euro Series final. In fact, lava's not exactly white, is it? Let's check out the grid for you. Nicolas Zolov starts on pole position alongside Antonelli. Tuka Tappinen, Arvid Lindblad on the second row of the grid. Luigi Carluccio, Artem Severukin, Ugo, and Timek on the fourth row of the grid. Joe Turney, Martini Estensone. Watch the fifth row off the start. Christian Bertucca and the newly crowned Italian champion, Il Siciliano Alfio Spina. Brando Badoer, Flavio Olivieri, Giovanni Trentin, Marlon Hernandez, Ricardo Gracia, Rintaro Sato, the second generation racer for Ricky Flynn Motorsport, Evan Gilter for BDK, and Emily Corvisto for Koski Motorsport. Nicolas Piertilati, another Finn, Roman Andriolo, Matheus Morgato, Teresa Babichkova, Andrei Zhivnov, he's back racing with us, starting alongside Nathan Sharp, Ivan Dominguez, Lawrence Lesertua, Lucas Malek, Caspian Hagman, Jessica Rasgedol, the Mexican with a wall to climb to make the podium here this afternoon, alongside Victoria Blokina, Gerard G, the former Asian champion, and from Haifa in the Holy Land of Israel for the VDK Racing Team, 272, Ariel Elkin. Another formation lap here at SARNO. $17 laps to make up the minimum required distance of 25 kilometers, 26.35 kilometers in fact. The all-new SARNO circuit, now with a track length of 1.55 kilometers, an average speed for the OK karts of 103 k's an hour. A top speed well over 130 k's an hour. And as we mentioned in our introduction, Nicolas Zoloff, his fastest time in qualifying was faster even than the KZ gearbox karts. Whoever said that gearbox shifter karts was the top category, wow, okay, they went even quicker. Despite SARNO being notoriously the home of shifter kart racing in Italy. The WSK Euro Series final. Zoloff to the left of your screen, Antonelli on the right. Watch the Tony Kart of Tuukka Tappinen from the second row of the grid. Up to the line, and we race. Coluccio tries to go down the inside, but he's already lost 2 or 3 positions. Arvid Lindblad just needs to keep it clean. We've lost 1 in the grass. He does rejoin at the back of the pack. A relatively clean start until Timek Kuharczyk makes contact, runs off the road. And that's effectively the end of the poles race there and then. In fact, it was one of the Forza Racing Xpree karts, Tuukka Tappinen. He goes into second place meanwhile, behind the race leader, Nicolas Zoloff. Another kart runs off the road in the background, Nicolas Zoloff. We're looking for Antonelli. He's had a disastrous start, the Italian. He's back behind his countryman, Luigi Coluccio, in 8th place at the end of the first lap. There's Coluccio in the Cosmic, holding off the 201 Kart Republic of Antonelli as they race across the line. Zoloff, Tappinen, Lindblad, Severukian. The Russian who had a great run in the pre-final for the World Racing Team, there he is. In position 4 ahead of Ugo Ugachugo. We should have guessed that Joseph Turney would have an electrifying start. JT from NK in the UK is already up to position 6. There he is in the background, fighting with Ugo, the American, who is still second in the championship. Arvid Lindblad with an unassailable lead. He will win the WSK Euro Series champion as another kart goes around in the background. This time it was Timek Kuharczyk. A disastrous start for the pole. Caspian Hagman, earlier on, he went off on the opening lap, has rejoined incredibly. We've still got all 34 drivers on the circuit. So it is Zoloff, Tappinen, Lindblad, Severukian, Ugo and Joseph Turney. Now the race settles down. Antonelli tries to fight his way back. There he is, the virtual championship. At the bottom of your screen, Arvid Lindblad will win the WSK Euro Series champion. Antonelli ahead of Badoer and Coluccio and Bertucca and Olivieri and Trentin. So the 6 Italians all running together from 7th through to 12th place. They're just ahead of Corvisto, Spina, Sato, Martinez and Marlon Hernandez, just ahead of Teresa Babichkova. Arvid Lindblad, second place in the race. Can he go 3 in a row? That's the question. He won the first round of the championship at South Carter Karting Leonardo. He won at Adria. It would be unprecedented if he whitewashes the series. Can he make it a clean sweep? He's in second place as Antonelli sets another fastest lap of the race, 54.605. The Italian behind Ugo, who's second in the championship. Nikola Zoloff, with this potential victory, would move into third in the championship, ahead of Timek Kuhajic, who's having a disastrous race. Zoloff has been the pace setter throughout the week. Since the outset of qualifying, he's fallen back to third, though, as you can see, just fending off Artem Severukian. Joseph Turney just a little bit further back, so Nikola Zoloff, the fastest qualifier, the early race leader, back to P3. The Tony Kart of Tuukka Tappanen now leads here at SARNO. Lindblad intelligently just sits there, has a look down the inside, does the Red Bull Junior. Zoloff sweeps around the outside as they ride the bumps at turn 2. Severukian, watch the Ward Racing Russian. Joseph Turney just behind. There's the Brit in 2-1-0. His teammate now leads the way this afternoon. The first fight, race up the back straight at frightening speeds for these OK karts. Almost touching 140 kilometres an hour. Antonelli, he's in position 6, another fastest lap of the race for the Argenti Motorsport Kart Republic. From grid 2, back to 8th off the start, now is in position 6. Down the inside goes Lindblad, works through and takes the lead. Are we looking at a history-making 3 in a row for the Red Bull Junior? Perfect pass from the Londoner. But Zoloff gets him back on the exit. The 3 of them go wheel to wheel here at SARNO. There is Tuukka Tappanen, who rides the ripple strip in the 2-1-2 Tony Kart, the Vortex powered machine behind the 2 Kart Republics, who of course have got an IAMI power plant bolted onto those KR chassis. There's Joseph in P4, Lindblad down the inside, takes him back. Watch Turney in the background. Here comes the Englishman, drives by his teammate. JT means business. One of the most spectacular drivers to watch in the world of karting. Watch this into the hairpin. Drives down the inside. 2 karts in 3 corners. Joseph Turney hooked up. And now, once again, the Tony karts come to fight. Turney in second place, Tuukka Tappanen third for the Tony Kart Racing team. Lindblad looking to go 3 in a row. Antonelli splits the green machines. We don't have time to look at the virtual championship at the moment. Needless to say, Lindblad will be crowned the 2021 WSK Euro Series champion. He's just done the fastest purple first sector of the entire race, and he drives away, but Turney is on his way. This is great to see from Joseph Turney from Milton Keynes in the United Kingdom. Lives just a stone's throw from the Red Bull Racing team. Joseph Turney, this world-class mega talent, absolutely spectacular to watch. Can he chase down his countrymen? The drivers from the Queen's England run 1-2. Back to the fin, Tuukka Tappanen, Antonelli, Zoloff, Ugachuko, Severukian, Luigi Coluccio, Vertuga and Badoer in position 10. A spectacular race here at SARNO. Lindblad with the fastest lap of the race at 54.162. He's got 0.8 of a second. Turney driving the wheels off the Tony Kart. A yellow flag as they go on to the back straight. We've lost Victoria Blokina and also Lorenz Lesertua. So the Russian and the Belgian Spaniard are both out, as is Timek Kuhajic. He's still third in the championship. If Luigi Coluccio can move up another couple of places, the Italian Cosmic Kart driver will finish third in the championship. What a start, the first half of the OK final here at SARNO this afternoon. The Union Jacks first and second on our timing screen as Antonelli with another fastest lap of the race. There is the Italian in P4 with a 54.141, virtually identical. to Arvid Lindblad, who's a full second over the battle between the two Tony Kart teammates for second. The final round of the WSK Euro Series 2021. Lindblad is pulling away. Can he go 3 from 3? This is spectacular from the Brit. Turney Tappinen in the two Tony Karts. Antonelli's right on the back of the green machines though, recovering from a terrible start. Here's the reigning WSK Euro Series champion in Nikola Zolov, the Bulgarian Lion. After dominating qualifying and the heat racing, well, he's back in 5th place. Ugachuko, Severukian, Coluccio, Bertuga Paduet, Lentin, Olivieri, Spina. Still the 6 Italians race together. Head of Martini Stensone, Riccardo Sato, Coivisto and Marlon Hernandez as they go by the first green machine. Nikola Zola follows Antonelli through. Turney ahead, Tappinen behind. Lindblad's long gone. 1.3 seconds over the battle from second. Antonelli desperate to take a victory. Lindblad would go 3 from 3 and dominate with 3 victories in the WSK Euro Series for 2021. If he can do the same in the second half of the final as he's done in the first 9 laps. Lindblad, last year's WSK Supermaster Series Junior Champion, comes on to the start-finish straight. There is Turney. Absolutely ragged is the Brit. Throws it down into turn 1. Does not lift as he rides the bumps. It was Baduet, Trentin, Spina, Stensone. Goes wide though. Misses the apex. Keeps the foot flat. Gets the drive from the Vortex engine. Antonelli is right behind. Then it's Nikola Zolov. He will miss the podium. He's dominated the weekend here at SARNO. The driver from Sofia in the very east of Europe. There he is. There's a place off the podium. Tuukka Tappinen behind. Then Ugo Ugachuku, Artem Severukian, and Luigi Coluccio. Turney in position 2. The Brits first and second here in the south of Italy. Nikola Zolov goes very deep under brakes on the back of Antonelli. Lindblad from London. Turney from Milton Keynes, the English team. Some are saying they are the favourites for the 2020 Euro UEFA Football Championships. As Nikola Zolov, the Bulgarian now goes by the Italian. The Italians, they're still smiling after beating Austria 2-1 last night in the quarterfinals of the UEFA 2020 tournament. Antonelli, after fastest lap after fastest lap, he's just been repassed by Nikola Zolov. Lindblad, 1.8 seconds up the road. This is spectacular. He won the first round of the championship at the centre of the karting universe, South Carter Karting Lonato. He won 2 weeks ago at Adria. He will win. He is already the WSK Euro Series champion for 2021. He's looking at going 3 in a row here at SARNO. 5 laps now remaining. The gap, let's check it, 2 seconds. 53.860. He's put 3/10 over his countryman Joseph, who's now being passed down the inside. Nikola Zolov puts Joseph back to 3. Antonelli smashes the ripple strip on the infield S's, and then Tuukka Tappinen. He wants the podium as well. In the background, Ugachuku, the American, is still second in the championship. The McLaren Jr. from New York, USA, trying to fight and join in this battle for the bottom step of the podium. The American ahead of the Russian, Artem Severukian. The Cold War continues 30 years on. Ugo in position 6. Artem Severukian right behind in 7th ahead of Luigi Coluccio. We'll check the gap. 53.631, don't bother. It's almost out to 3 seconds. Lindblad is gone. Picked up by the world's most famous energy drink at the start of the season with a Red Bull contract. And hasn't he repaid the favour? from London, lives under the flight path of Heathrow Airport, and he's driving like an absolute machine. He's hooked up and as quick as a jet here this afternoon is Lindblad. I tried to work the cliche in there. He deserves every accolade, does Arvid Lindblad. A 53.631, he's 0.3 of a second faster than every other driver on the circuit. Nikola Solov back into second place. He was off the podium earlier on. He's fought back brilliantly to second. And Joseph Turney, after that spectacular start, he's in position 3. Antonelli has a look at the Brit. Joseph says no. They race down through turn 1. Antonelli looks over his shoulder. Joseph in the middle of the circuit. The Tony car drives nicely out of the old turn 1, now through the infield S's. Tuukka Tappinen in the Tony kart, 2 wheels airborne under the right side of the Tony kart. Dust just ahead as one of the back markers runs off the circuit. In the dying stage as Lindblad is dominating. There's confirmation. He will win the championship. And as Coluccio sits in position 8, he will miss out on the series podium. He's fallen back to 5th. Zoloff is tied with Kuharczyk on 144 points, equal 3rd in the series. Side by side, almost down the straight, this spectacular dice between Joseph, who's hanging off for position 3, puts it in the middle of the circuit. Look at his teammate behind. Tuukka Tappinen, can he send it up the inside and keep Antonelli from attacking Joseph? This is a spectacular fight. Antonelli, the reigning WSK Euro Series champion, he will lose that title in a lap and a half's time, splits the 2 green machines. They race down the back straight at 137 kilometers an hour. Lindblad dominates again for the 3rd event in a row. This is Nikola Zoloff, will finish tied on points with Timur Kuharczyk in the WSK Euro Series in 3rd place. If nothing changes in this, the final lap of the race. Turney, watch this for the final step of the podium. Lindblad will win. It will be a whitewash for the Brit. Turney, his countryman, puts it in the middle of the circuit. Intelligent driving. Look at the Tony kart buck over the jumps, the bumps. They ride the ripple strips. Severukian up onto 2 wheels in the background. Antonelli, one last shot as they race down the straight. He has to beware of Tuukka Tappinen in the background. Zoloff will finish 2nd and equal 3rd in the series. So late under brakes is Antonelli, but can't get close enough to Joseph Turney. The kart gets airborne over the bumps here at SARNO. Out front though, Lindblad is about to finish the race. The final opportunity for Antonelli. Joseph's awake to it. Lindblad crosses the line. He wins 3 from 3. Unprecedented. He wins all 3 rounds. And with that, he is the WSK Euro Series champion for 2021. Zoloff finishes 2nd and Joseph holds on to 3rd place by just 0.06 of a second. What a spectacular race here at SARNO. Lindblad, he won the first round of the championship at Lonato. He won 2 weeks ago at Adria. We believe this is unprecedented. He dominates all 3 rounds and he's a very, very, very worthy WSK Euro Series champion for 2021. Takes the victory by 2.9 seconds. There is the championship in the bottom right of your screen. Zoloff and Kuharczyk tied on 144 points. So we believe that will be a count back. We have to confirm that as we look at the results. Lindblad dominates as he did at Adria, as he did at Lonato. The Red Bull Junior wins here at SARNO. Good result for Zoloff, although he'll be disappointed not taking the victory. Joseph Turney, brilliant tactical drive to finish on the final step of the podium, holding off Antonelli by just 0. nothing at the checkered flag. Antonelli finishes P4 from Tappinen, Ugachuku, who will still finish second in the series, will the American Artem Severukian, Coluccio P8, Badoer 9 and Christian Bertuca in P10. So Arvid Lindblad, he won at Lenato, he won at Adria, and he dominates the final race, the final round. He is the WSK Euro Series champion for 2021. Stay with us on WSK.it, the podium presentation for firstly the race and then the 2021 championship. Arvid Lindblad will stand on the top step for both, live on WSK.it in just a moment. So the podium presentation in just a moment for the OK final. We believe it is unprecedented. Arvid Lindblad dominates not only the race, but the entire championship. 3 wins from 3 starts. Rarely does that happen in world sport, but we've seen it here this afternoon. He won race 1 at Lenato, he won race 2 at Adria, and he wins here at SARNO. Arvid Lindblad, the Red Bull Junior, to stand on the top step of the podium twice for the race victory and the championship as well in just a moment. A dominant performance, winning by 2.9 seconds. We are waiting for official confirmation of the entire standings of the championship. Ugo will finish second in the championship. A good drive from the American in the final. Even if he does miss the podium, finally shows that speed that we know the McLaren Junior certainly has, as he's demonstrated over the past few seasons, finishing just off the podium here this afternoon. The driver from New York, USA, as we wait for the drivers to make their way up to the podium. Of course, the race podium and then followed by the championship podium as well. Arvid to stand on the top step for both of them in just a few moments' time. The junior final to take place at the conclusion of this one will be back in September, incidentally, for the WSK Open Cup at Leonardo and Adria. So the two Union Jacks on top of the podium here at SARNO, along with the flag of Bulgaria, representing the fastest qualifier, Nikola Zolov, for the Spanish DPK racing team. So the podium presentation for firstly the race, a spectacular race, holding off third place by just 0.0 of a second. For the Tony Kart racing team from the Queens, England, this is Joseph Turney. Second place, the fastest qualifier for the DPK racing team from Bulgaria. It's the Bulgarian Lion himself, Nikola Zolov. A dominant performance, the likes of which we rarely get to witness in the world of sport. He dominated the first round of the series at Leonardo. He won at Adria. He whitewashes, clean sweeps the WSK Euro Series. Winner here in SARNO, the Red Bull Junior, Arvid Lindblad. The national anthem of Great Britain. The podium for the third and final round of the WSK Euro Series. Third place, Joseph Turney for the Tony Kart racing team. Nikola Zolov for DPK Racing Kart Republic. And also for Kart Republic, the Red Bull Junior, Arvid Lindblad. Thank you, Joseph, Nikola, and Arvid. A fitting final to the final race of the 2021 championship. And in just a moment, we will present the 2021 championship itself. The junior final to take place immediately at the conclusion of this next presentation for the 2021 WSK Euro Series for the OK category. In third place for the Kubica racing team from Poland, Timek Kuharczyk. second place in the 2021 WSK Euro Series for the Kart Republic team, the McLaren Junior from the United States of America, Ugo Ugachukwu. Welcome back to the top step of the podium, the newly crowned WSK Euro Series champion, the Red Bull Junior from the Queen's England, Arvid Lindblad. The 2021 WSK Euro Series, the championship for the OK category. Third place, Timur Kuhacik, Ugo Ugachukwu in second place, and the new champion, Arvid Lindblad. Stay with us on WSK.IT, the junior final, live from SARNO in just a moment.